Hello to everyone. Welcome to Micro Aerodynamic Power Engine presentation. My name is Yannis, and this is my partner Leonidas. We represent MICAPE team, and I want to tell the story about how MICAPE started. One day, when I was driving on a highway, I saw behind my car a plastic bag flew away from the wind created by my car. So I thought that there is energy is going to waste, and I was thinking the way of harnesses the energy. So the unique solution on this problem is the MICAPE development. As we can see in the video animation, MICAPE works by taking advantages from the wind cast or disruptions of the flow fields created by passing vehicles. In addition, we can create electricity by using an integrated PV panel fitted to the top of the aerodynamic shell, so the system is hybrid. For the moment, we have already done the simulation of the wind turbine and calculate the pressure drop between the rotor and the diffuser section. We also collect data regarding the potential traffic flow rate on a motorway, and of course, we calculate the manufacture cost of the product. From the initial rough result, electricity productions is 20 cents per kilowatt hours, and this number gives us 4.6 or 5 years return on investment. So let's see how big is the market around this technology. 12% of the wind power supply must be covered by 2020. This number means 1.4 million jobs on this field, 1.5 million tons per year CO2 reduction, and of course we anticipate annual increases of investments 300% by 2020. The customers of this technology will be governments and utility companies. So we can use the electricity for create self-sustainable motorways, advertisement billboards near the motorways, and of course we can cover electricity requirements for municipalities and households. In order to develop this technology, we need 250,000 euros for prototype development and testing and optimize the product using CFD analysis and fluid software. And until now, we succeed to get the second place at the National Clean Tech Open Ideas competition in Athens, November of 2013. We are a team of mechanical engineers having experience on renewable energy technology and aerodynamics. We graduate from the energy sector of the University of Western Macedonia in Greece. We also have a strong cooperation with research technological development organizations and universities as my University of Western Macedonia in Greece and the Cyprus University of Technology. We believe that we have a good product, fully renewable technology that will be competitive to the market. So we rely on cars, not wind. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you. Any questions from the experts?
Well, first of all, very interesting idea. I'm sure there will always be cars and creating wind all the time. So I think you have a huge market to go into. If I were an investor, I guess thinking about putting 250,000 of my hard-earned money into your company. Just 3 quick questions that come to mind. One is, if you can talk a bit more about what makes your product different from anything that's out there, if there's anything else out there, and how difficult it is for others to copy you or do something similar. Secondly, with this money, where do you think you'll be once you run out of them? Will you be able to generate revenue? Will you be profitable, or are you thinking this is just to take you to the next stage into a second round of financing, of funding? And finally, I don't know if you've thought about that, but how much of your company would you be willing to give for €250,000? Thank you.
So regarding the first question, the innovation nature of the idea is based on the increasing the capacity factor of the wind turbine. So this number is up to 35%. So it's very important for us to use this technology to create more energy by increasing the capacity factor of the engine. So could you please reply to the other question?
The second question was, with this amount, whether you think how far in the development you'll be once you've used these funds. Do you think that's enough to produce a prototype and start generating revenues as a company, or do you feel this is just to take you to the next level of testing? Because as an investor, one would try to understand how soon that money will start bringing back return.
So I think it's enough, the amount that I told about, but it's just only for the initial prototype development. I mean, we need licenses for the programs. We need to build up the prototype, and of course, we have to take measurements on a motorway, and I think it's enough for the prototype development, if that is your answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One final question from Manoj. Thank you.
Okay, to get things for free is wonderful, and especially energy. So this is definitely welcomed. 4.5 years return on investment is not bad. The question is how much wealth is actually created. In other words, we passed the 4.5 years, we have the system working. What does it produce? I mean, I assume it produces electricity, but how much value does it have?
So I believe that can create with this technology around 7,000 kilowatt hours per year for each engine. That is the number. So it's the combination between the two technologies. I mean, the hybrid system. It's a combination. So this number includes the two technologies. So this is the number of the energy that I can create. But it's very important to see the manufacture cost of the product, to calculate the depreciation time, the payback period.
To bring it back to the layman's language, in other words, the electricity produced in a normal highway, can it support, for example, the energy needs of the whole highway continuously? For example, is it there? What's the relationship there between the energy that the highway consumed and what this produce? I assume it depends on how many points you put, but is it reasonable?
It's depending the traffic flow. How many cars pass the engine annually or in an hour? So I believe that we can create 500 watt rated power for each car.
I think if somebody has €250,000, the answers to those questions will be a lot easier too, because that's the pilot stage they want them for. So in the interest of time, if there's any further questions, feel free to reach them during the cocktail party. So please join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you very much.